at least you always know where you stand with Pops. So I like that about him. He's not passive aggressive. He's not sneaky that way. He'll give it to you straight down both barrels. My favorite quality about Pops is that he's incredibly honest.
Oh no! La 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 la.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're blessed. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Yes, I got my one of my Christmas track suits on. I'm here to hang out. And yes, Christmas shenanigans are afoot. And yes, I am a Clark Griswold. I see your comments. We will definitely bring you folks in. If you are a member, you'll be more than welcome to have a little seat, kind of hang out a little bit for a little bit. And let me talk about December, where some things are going, get your input as well. I'm very overwhelmed right now with scheduling and things like that. But yeah, I'll open that door for folks who want to join in here in a minute. So Zach's my brother. Thank you so much for everything, brother. Always great to see you, have you hanging out. Ryan's here. A bit late for me, Pops. I'll have to check out the replay. Have a great night. No problem, brother. We totally understand. It's already midnight over there. We get it, man. We get it. So same with Angry Canadian is already tomorrow morning over there, AC. So you're up early. I know you probably have school, things like that. Chris Kringle himself doing a stream. I don't know about that, but it is Pops. It is Santa Pops, Santa Pops, and there was like a lot of talk about Popsmas, like Christmas, but I don't know. We'll see. Jacob Ironside's working on something as well, so we'll see what he comes up with. Matt, hey brother, hope you're doing all right. Great to see you. Hey James, awesome to see you in here, man. Christmas shenanigans. Are you going, Clark Griswold? I am already a Clark Griswold. It's insane. I wish we had some more photos of our old house, which was like totally tricked out from stuff. So, oh yeah, I've got all sorts of stuff coming. I have a big surprise coming. Like, you don't want to miss Talk Hard the rest of the month in December, man. I'm telling you what, I got a surprise for you. Can't wait. I almost want to figure out a way if we could like I don't want to say demand, but we need to have Loki on camera and for a big reveal, so to speak. Maybe I should do it tomorrow. Ironcaster, yes, Christmas shenanigans, indeed. So, yeah, cheeky and merry. Yes, indeed, they are. Yes, they are. So, one of the big things I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of talk through with you guys where I'm at on like a massive gifting project for the rest of this year. I want to try to give away some stuff. I want to have some fun with you guys on every stream and we're doing, including this one. So if you were here, we'll get a chance for you to win probably another some of these wax packs I have. You guys know I have. I'll send you the whole list if you want to pick which ones there are. Right now, it would be among the Black Hole and Tron, Gremlins. There's a football pack in here still left. And Batman 89. I think that's what's in here that would fit in that sort of category on that tier of prizes. And we'll go from there. And then I will do a members only little raffle or something probably at the end of the week. And if you're all my comic book content right now, so there's like 3 videos that were today. If you go over there and just make a comment, you're in the running. We'll do a weekly draw on all those commenters and give them a chance to pick from that stack right there, some graphic novels and things like that. And any winner goes into the pot for the grand prize thing, which is that top row. So we'll go through that as well. So, by the way, anyone who wants to see truly awesome Christmas and holiday lights, there's an older channel named Slayer Bob. The dude sets his holiday lights to metal. Cool. Yeah, actually, there was a guy near me in our old house, and he did. It was all of basically like, Man Eye Steamroller and stuff like that. It was more guitar than it was like traditional music and things like that. So, but yeah, I'm having fun. I want to keep having fun. I've been scaling down, as you guys know. So a lot of things kind of go into like the gift hopper box that Mrs. Pops and I have been kind of like stockpiling up for a little bit. So that's what a lot of this stuff is. It's that stuff. It's not junk per se, but it's also like a hodgepodge of stuff. It's not like I have like some great grand prize, like a big massive thing I can do or anything like that yet. But at the same time, it's kind of fun to kind of have that for folks. So Princess Leia Rose is here. Hope you're doing well. All right. So in the grand prize bucket right now, and I have at least one Funko for sure. There's actually, I think, a second Batman Funko because I have this DC box. So the theme of the grand prize is obviously Batman. That's my thing. It's been my thing. Animated series this year, all that kind of stuff. So as you can see right up here on the top row, and then right over here, let's see right there. That's the Dark Knight Returns. It's like a mask, and it's the graphic novel set. And then let's see where I was right here. Shadow of the Bat. It's like 1 through 28, I think. You got the 2 wax pack, the Joker pack, and the Batman pack, and the graded Batman comic book right there. So that's the grand prize. So that's each winner and goes into that drawing. And then for the members, they'll have a chance to win one of those other graded comic books. It's kind of like, I'm just going to give you a list to pick from. Like these are sort of like those type projects, those kind of things. And we can go through the graphic novels for the commenters on the comic book stuff. Here. I'm knocking stuff down, obviously. I did get more pop stickers. So yes, everyone will get a pop sticker with their stuff. So that'll be kind of cool to be able to get those out into the world. So these are some of the other things that can go up for the comic book commenters. Again, so if you make a comment on any of the comic book videos for that week, there could be 1, 2, 3, 5. I don't know how many I'll get to. So this is actually a Star Trek Next Generation. This is Shadow Heart issue 1 and 2. Ultimate X-Men. This is a volume 5. This is called Ultimate War. So this is more like a top tier price. This might be more, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. So I've got a couple of these that are probably not in that category. So we'll set these aside for a second. I'm not sure what to do with those yet. Everyone would want those for sure. So we'll come back to that one. Now, this is a JSA story with some great art. The covers were done by Ross, but not the interior art. But it's not a bad JSA John story. Another Ultimate X. This is the Weapon X story. Got that one here. And where are the other ones? There's another stack of graphic novels somewhere. There's at least 4 or 5 more. I don't know where they are right at the moment. So I know Fables is in that list. And I don't know where they went to. Hang on. Look how disorganized this show is. Where'd they go? Oh, they're all along the back row. Okay, that's why. The Green Lantern, Sinestro Corps, Fables. This is it's Batman New 52, but it's the Batman New 52 that is the Court of Owls. So that's actually not the crappy one. That's actually not too bad. Then there's a this is Wolverine, but it's Daken. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with Wolverine's son. Then there's a Batman The Last Arkham. This is a Batman and Superman combos right there. So I would send you a list. You'd get to pick from those. So make sure you're watching those videos, leaving your comments, leaving your thoughts, interacting with me. It does help to have that type of interaction. And I also like to get good stuff in the hands of folks like you. So thanks for that. So James has been enjoying that Nightfall retrospective you're doing. One of the best comic book event stories I've ever done. Yeah, I agree. And what was really fascinating about that was how long it had been in development for years with little things here and there. Kind of like, I think that Denny just really had a great way of handling all of his creatives. He really had a great vision for Batman. He had a great thing like that. So, yeah. Bobby, I really just want to make sure that I have plenty of stuff for you guys to pick from because I don't have a way to. I hate like having just one thing. It's like, well, if you're not into that thing, do you even want to participate? I'd rather have the participation and then try to find something that would work for you. I don't even know. I even have probably more stuff than I even realize. I just haven't even kind of pulled it all out together because there's tons of stuff I don't have a problem partying with. For the channel, for this type of community and friendship that I have with you guys, things like that. And Bobby, what you've done for me is incredible. I'll keep that under wraps until next week. Mrs. Pops does have it. I don't believe she opened it. I just got the description of it, and I was like, I didn't know what it was. She took a picture, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's actually already here. So you and I need to work something out there, my friend. You've done too much. So anyway. I'm going to put the link there for the members if any of the members want to pop in here. If you're not a member, just understand that with the membership will come extra opportunities to win some of the other prizes and gifts and giveaways. If you want to just re-gift them to another friend, family, whatever, that's fine too. I can send them wherever you need to send them. If you want to just send them to someone else, that's fine. I have no problem doing that. So you can just give them to someone else. I have no problem with that. I have, on behalf of you. So I also have my first shirts have come out. So I've got that. We're in the works. I will try to pull that up for you as well. But if let me put the members can join in link here. If any of you are members and are able to do that right now, that's fine. But open to your comments and your questions and your thoughts, giveaways that work and don't. I like to try different types of giveaway for different types of things. Last night we tried to do a spontaneous call-in, right? First person or third person, whatever. It wasn't really well thought out, but it worked out great. Congratulations, Nerdporial. He was able to win the first wax pack. That was actually from Gremlins. We'll give one away again. We'll give one away here in a little bit. So if you get a chance to participate, do that as well. And AC's always, I'd love to join on the way to school. Totally understand, man. Totally understand. I wish I had more opportunities to stream at different times of the day that we can meet people who would be like, again, my time would be like if I could stream in the morning, I could stream midday, things like that. I do have a day coming up in December where I'll be streaming live Japanese time with Jinja Ninja, and I believe AC, you're going to try to be with us on that date, and I believe that is the 14th. So that is like super early America time. It's going to be like 7 in the morning, my time. We probably could even slide that up to 6:30, depending on what your guys' schedule are. But yeah, I'm open on that because I want to hear about Jinja Ninja's convention stuff and that kind of thing. I'm a cheerleader for him and what he's been doing. So hopefully you'll be able to join us for that. So, but yeah, the links there if you want to join in. Yeah, Mrs. Pops has been, super supportive. We kind of like had a lot of talking through in the last 6 months about the channel and what I want to do and continue to grow. It grows in a manner that I am enjoying very much. So looking forward to it. James and I are headed to Tokyo Comic-Con. Yeah, cool. Very cool. So, we got somebody up in here. So, James, how you doing, brother?
Welcome. Hey, Merry Christmas, my friend.
Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. So, hope you're doing well.
I just wanted to pop in here to everyone. If you haven't seen me around a while, one of the things you have to learn as you get older is, if you don't have your health, you don't have much of anything else. So that's kind of why I've been dark for a while, and no one's seen too much of me. I've just been taking care of some personal stuff that way, but I'm doing a lot better now. Hope we get back on the train here, get things rolling. You see, I got some new setup here. I got the headset. I got a new computer, all kinds of great stuff, so we can get back to doing some cool stuff. Yeah,
I'm coordinating with James to get our schedules to mesh, to get him back on to do another comic talk, another why it's great, and just tap into his encyclopedic knowledge of some different comic book history to share with you good folks to continue to do what I do, but also make sure I'm pointing out some good things, some positive things as well. So I appreciate that very much. And it's always great to see you doing better, my friend.
And also, my friend, is you're giving out all these great gifts and this little extravaganza you got going here, but you need to get me your shipping address because I have a Christmas gift for you.
It should be in the descriptions, and there's a P.O. box there because some folks have already been sending me things. So I have an unboxing for next week for sure. So but I will text you after this. I will text you that message personally, so you have the address. And you guys, I prefer to get things at the post office box, not because I don't have a problem giving you my personal address. It's I live in the woods, and depending on the carrier, they will either put a slip in the box and now you got to go to that post office box. And that's actually not the closest post office box. The one I have, my post office box is actually one closer to my house. If it came FedEx, they will literally just leave it. So we have had stuff left at our gate, and we're in Florida, so we get rain regularly. It's not a good situation. So for me, the post office box is kind of a must. I appreciate it, man. You very generous of you, and I need to reciprocate too. You're not the easiest person to buy something for, so I'm sure that Heidi would probably relate that as well. And the irony is, us nerds really are not hard to buy for. It's that they want to surprise us, and that's the trick. It's like how do you do that? Because you want to say, I want these 5 things or something. Maybe I don't know, whatever. So.
Well, I told her if she wants to give me something, I got my comic book rack. I said the only thing I have left to get now is my original arcade game for one of my favorite arcade games when I was a kid. You get that in there, it's like then now I got That's what I saw. I'm saying, but
Yeah.
other than that, it's like I don't know what else I can tell you. It's like I don't know what else.
Well, you got a new computer and setup, so I'm sure if you're like me, you feel blessed enough that
Yes.
don't need for anything, but definitely appreciate the generosity. So.
Well, if anyone else there wants to get it for me in the chat there, hey guys, you want to send me a free arcade game? I'll take that. Let's just send it on over.
I'm scoping one out too, my friend. I got to be honest. Once retirement comes, that'll be kind of like part of the retirement plan is to have. I want the full size cabinet, but I want it wired in a way that it plays. Because I don't need it to. I don't mind it playing digitally. I just want it to play all the old stuff. I'm not a gamer. I'm not into any of the new things. I want it to play old arcade, old Atari. That's the stuff that I'd want to play. So. Well, James, I have to kind of let you go here. Keep the door open here for another member and anyone else who wants to come up in here and hang out for a few minutes. And appreciate all of your thoughts and support. And we will definitely be connecting for a show here very, very soon.
Peace out, my friend.
Take care. And with that, we bring Matt in here. How you doing, brother?
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. It's great to see you. Great to have you as a supporter and a friend. And I'm very, very excited to head into our Christmas holiday and do some. I got something for you too, and I just keep forgetting to. I need to bulk up your package because I know I have the one thing for you, but you keep asking me for comics I don't have, and I have a hard time finding. And then when I find them, I'm like, well, it's somewhere else. It's not. I'm not going to buy them and then resell them to you. That would be silly. So I just hooked you up with who I found. Who I thought was a pretty reasonable price.
Yeah, well, that's I'm glad you found it. Like, because I find. When I looked through, I found that I think if you saw my stream, I found this called "Things for Another World" comics that I get my online from, and so I'll find out missing back issues or whatever, because I can't read things out of sequence. My brain won't let me do it. You know what I mean? Like even though you could with comics very easily read them out of sequence, like if it's missing an issue here or there, my brain hates that. So this is getting me in like the like getting me for completion. You know what I mean? Like and.
But especially for newer books, right? Because those are newer. What we're talking about, folks, is a newer book. He can share them again if he wants to, but newer books tend to be written in a manner for graphic novels and things like that. So, Here, share a couple real quick.
Yeah. This is like my current sort of pile that I'm, Antarctica, which is like a horror type of mini series. If you know what this is, the original Fire and Ice from the 80s. This is a sequel to that,
Very cool.
Then this is the Transformers universe that I think you told me about this.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that it was sort of like so retro feeling. It felt so G1, and I was like, wow, I want more of this. Yeah,
and this is actually the main book of comic in the series.
Yeah, I haven't got to that one yet. Yeah.
Transformers is
Yeah.
Right? And basically, this is like a horror comic that's based on a video game, a long-running series. In fact, I've just found out. Got a Witcher
and there's
comic,
a Witcher. Yeah,
and of course
there's a Conan series. Yeah.
Yep. And you know what that drives me crazy? Like I don't even think to look at Marvel or DC anymore. I don't.
They are sort of, it's funny too because I end up liking certain things and I don't do videos on them. So I need to figure out. And somebody recommended just doing a short, like just do a quick little, like a screenshot or something, just do a little short or something like that. But it's like I just read it. It's like I really like this one. I don't know what to say because I don't want to spoil anything. Blah 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 blah. So.
It's
tricky. It's tricky to know.
And we grew up basically with Marvel and DC being the dominant, Marvel, DC, and for those who remember Disney comics like the Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, those actually outsold Marvel and DC. People don't know that,
Yeah. Definitely old school wise for sure.
And now obviously I don't want to just say woke this, woke that, because technically you can find some non-woke stuff in Marvel and DC still. You know what I mean? Like whether it's because the writer hasn't like for example, Bendis has enough prestige. They're gonna let him write whatever he wants. You know what I mean? And no one's gonna tell him otherwise, right? But it just feels. I know I hate saying this. I know I'm 50. It feels like the end of an era that Marvel and DC are never gonna recover the level of prestige and
not under their current direction, right? Because they've got agenda stuff mixed in with mainstream characters, I think is what the issue is at hand, right? So I did a video today. I dropped a video about something's killing the children, and it's a very woke, feminist, sort of female centric. It's going to be adapted. It seems like way late to adapt it, but it's not terrible to read. It's entertaining because she's a very conflicted main character. Like they're all girl bosses around her, but she has a morality conflict that makes it actually relatively interesting. But in DC and in Marvel, it's like all that type of stuff is mixed in with characters that have this legacy of 30, 40, 50, 80 years, and it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. We're all very disconnected from us. But before I let you go respond, let me say hi. Padawannabe popped in here. Hey, brother. Cool folks talking stuff. Yes. Great to see you. Left Eye's here. I got a scheduled time with him. He's going to do some comic book talk with me as well, so great to see him. And Nas, this is where the cool kids are. Well, I don't know about all that. It'll be around here. It'll be around here somewhere, but probably not here. But I appreciate you hanging out, Nas.
So like I don't know if you're a sports fan or not, but I'm not as into sports as I used to be because a lot of the sort of alienating the people, but if you notice over the generations, like baseball used to be far and away the number one sport, and then starting from like maybe the 70s to 80s, they lost generation after generation, and they're never going to get that back. And I think Marvel and DC have done that, where it's possible that the comic industry can come back, right? But it won't be because Marvel and DC, which should be engines driving it, are going to do it anymore, because they've lost. Like, I don't have kids, but if I did, I would be telling them to read manga or read like these indie comics or whatever. You know what I mean? Like when I was a kid, my grandma gave me Marvel and DC comics. You know. I'm sure, however you got into it, whether it's an older relative or you went to the store. You remember you go into the newsstand, there'd be all those 65-cent Marvel and DC comics you could pick up.
65 cents. I'm way older than you if it's 65 cents. 25, 35, 45 cents, baby.
Well, I remember that.
Yeah, I'm with you. But see, here's the thing. Americans are very fickle, and we're the driver of pop culture and things like that. And I'm with you on baseball. But then I remember what happened with like the Maguire-Sosa thing. Like it turned on a dime. Like it turned on a dime of us not being baseball fans or being bitter. And then bam, we're all addicted to it again for a minute. The problem right now is the media attention, everything like that is so fast, and all the sports stuff is very coddled, right? So like they're not they don't even want to play every game. It's like they take time off. They feel it doesn't seem as on the edge of excitement like it used to be. And I guess totally that's for me. It's where I'm at. Yeah, that's where I'm at with
that's our personal like lack of interest in it. You know what I mean? But I'm saying like for anything, whether it's Marvel and DC, like the industry giants of an industry, whether it's sports or comics or even supermarkets like Anheuser-Busch, like they're losing generations of people about them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Everything's changing. Everything's changing.
Like when you lose that next generation, you got one shot to get it back. And if you don't get it back, then they don't tell their kids and they don't tell their kids. And then someone else could take a hold of it. Like, I'm not saying Young Rip is going to become 25% of the comic market, but he's taken hold of an excitement that Marvel and DC used to be able to generate every month,
He's built a massive amount of income off a smaller population of people, and that is a driver that can work very easily in today's world. And look, if we had asked this when we were kids, we never would have believed that we live in a world where there's no Sears, Montgomery Wards, Kmart's, and here we are. Let me say one last thing here. Let's do our giveaway. I'll cheat and use you as my gateway here. Okay. Nas, my friend, all you want is I am working. Okay, well, listen, you're changing the rules because Watto stream is not what we agreed upon. A Watto video. So yes, it's already. I worked on it a little bit yesterday. It's coming sooner than you think, and yes, it will be here in time for Christmas. Nas, I promise you, my friend. So with that, Matt, I've been giving away some wax packs and stuff on live streams and that kind of thing. So I don't know. Do you have something to write on real quick?
I have a pen and I have a. Just shows you how much of an engineer I am.
I just need you to write a number down. Just want you to write a number down. So I'm going to have you pick a number between 1 and let's do like 40. 1 and 40. You guys in chat, closest without going over, you'll win a wax pack. You can pick from the list and get you another.
Anytime ready?
Anytime you're ready, just write. Don't show anybody. You pick there 1 through 40.
Help if I
any there. So let me know. Padawannabe, who's going to eat the gum? But listen, I got somebody who's going to eat the gum again. I got to actually make some clips because I've had a couple people eat gum. I don't have clips. I guess it's time consuming, my friend. I got to get the clip from Jacob Ironside. I don't think Daryl's clip is on the playlist, and I think there's one more. There's one more clip I didn't get, but maybe Padawannabe, maybe. All right, so 1 through 40, folks. Close without going over. Anybody want a free? Let's see, I got Black Hole, Tron, a Batman '89 pack. I might have a couple others. I'll email you the list if you want. So 40, and whatever Matt has chosen, give you a couple minutes here to choose and go from there. And of course, the winner will go into the pool for the grand prize up here. So we'll do that. And there's Nerd Pro. He popped in here. He was our winner last night. A Fallout series, Smash or Pass. Fallout series. What Fallout series? What's he talking about, Matt?
Oh, there's Amazon's making a Fallout series from the video game Fallout.
Oh yeah, I don't have any hope. We'll wait and see. I'm gonna wait and see on that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. So I'm gonna wait and see. It's kind of like the Netflix with the whole Scott Pilgrim thing. It's like you just can't trust them. Like you just don't know.
Yeah,
it's such a crapshoot. Just a crapshoot. All right, any other numbers, real quick? Anybody else? God Boreal dude, Major Smash, especially 1, 2, and New Vegas. Well, I mean, listen, I'm not saying there's not material and great stuff to choose from. I'm just saying. No, Padawannabe, one guess. I got Nas at 39, Padawannabe at 6, AC at 27, Bobby 22. All right, last chance. All right, Matt. What's our number? Who's our winner? Yep. 27. AC on the dot. Baby, look at that, AC. AC, I'll have to hook you up. I got to send AC a box anyway, so we might as well just get it hooked up, send it across the pond, AC. Congratulations, my friend. So,
and I wrote that down before any of them did.
Well, that was the whole point. I wanted you to write down before you did. Yeah. So yeah, it was tricky to try to figure out like what is the best way to do giveaways and do some things like that. Try to have some fun, lighten it up, do that kind of thing. So yeah, I've got several things. I got some more stickers and things like that. So it's kind of fun to do that. So he's tapping into those psychic powers. There you go, from across the world, from Japan. So I appreciate that. So yeah, but he's on the money. Almost I feel like I should give him double. It's like, isn't there like, it's like that's like the Bob Barker, right? The Price is Right. If you're actually on the dot, you win like the extra bonus or something.
Yeah. Close without going over, and then on the dot's like an extra
$100 or something like that. Was what it was. Yeah. So I didn't get more of the other stickers, but I do have a few left too. So obviously I have a ton of the pop stickers now. So I got those, and of course I don't know if you watch Talk Hard too much, but yeah, there's a Sharkcaster sticker. Still got a couple Sharkcaster stickers, and then the ones these went fast. I didn't get very many of these. I probably need to order some more. The Loki Zardoz stickers.
Oh my god!
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
So they're out there. So yeah, appreciate that. So, but. Yeah, my friend, I'm glad we were able to hang out. We talking stuff. All right, so this is Sonora Pros giving us the update. Showrunners are no for Captain Marvel, Portlandia, Silicon Valley, remake of Tomb Raider for a new Fallout. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. That's a mixed bag, man. That's
the number one sign for any of these adaptations is, does the original creator have creative control? If not, then it's going to be garbage.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough to know what to expect. Let me ask you a question about something. I'm not going to do a video on it, but I was enjoying, because I love Squid Games. Squid Games to me was like a very interesting modern social engineering reality show game. Like I thought it was like a fun series, so there's a new reality show on Netflix where they actually did it. It's I don't know. I have mixed feelings if it's better or worse than Mr. Beast. I mean, I thought Mr. Beast did fine. So, but I enjoy that type of social engineering. I just feel like this show, the reality version on Netflix, it films very hyperbolic. Like these people were very coached into being emotional, and they're very overreacting to some of their kind of stuff. But I don't dislike the show or the games. I don't know. What are your thoughts on some of those kind of shows and stuff?
Well, in terms of the reality attempt to remake it, I hate saying this. It sounds like I'm a horrible monster. Since there's no threat of actual death, it's not the same thing. You know what I mean? That
is definitely true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely not going to hold up to the show, but I just had it on its mindless blather while I was working.
Yeah. So I look at that as like fun, like those old Nickelodeon shows like Double Dare and all that. You know, but I will say, Asian culture for some reason does shows like Squid Game, or you remember the movie and books Battle Royale? You ever see those?
Yeah, but MXC was my favorite, man. You remember MXC? Like where there was the obstacle course and they would dub in the bad voices and stuff, and
yeah, with the costumes and something like that. I remember,
they did like the swinging nards of death, and they had to do the physical injury was just crazy. Yeah,
but I was saying for some reason Asian culture does those sort of like dystopian like things like Squid Games or Battle Royale better than like we do for some reason. I don't know why. You know.
Yeah.
Before I head out, Pop, I have one question for you. So I'm always curious. What is the prize of your comic collection? Like, what is your I'm not saying the most valuable comic. What do you enjoy the most? What particular comic or miniseries or whatever do you?
So I have probably like 4 or 5 because they were in like the boxes. I wasn't gonna say I was going to sell them, but they were plucked out. So and they were like they're among the originals of what got me into this, right? So it's my original copies. They're beautiful. You know, I got the ones I read, but these are like my collected version ones. So it's all the ones you would expect, like Dark Knight Returns and Killing Joke. I have 2 or 3 different types of Killing Jokes. There's multiple printings. Batman 400. You know, it's those type of issues, and it's the death of Elektra, which was like, it brought me to tears. I actually cried a little bit because I was like, I didn't expect it, things like that. So it's very cliched type stuff because it's more of like the foundational stuff that got me into it. It's more like the prize stuff. And then I have stuff that I have, like I just took it down. I actually kept it back here. So I have like the one book that survived when I was like a little kid. So it's like from my child. It doesn't have a cover on it. Yeah. Then I have my copy of Crisis, which is actually just a graphic novel, but I had both Marv and George sign it for me. So, you know, meeting them was kind of larger than life because, again, it's that integral time for me. Like that was like part of what got me into comics and DC, and the universe was their stuff on Crisis. And I met them both, and they were both so, I guess I didn't expect for them to be so kind with me. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I was new to this. I didn't know exactly what to expect. I hadn't done press. I hadn't done reviews yet or anything like that. I just met it. I just went to a con and met them, and they were just like, I can't, you know, they were just so nice about it all, I guess. Yeah. What about you?
Well, the comics my grandmother gave me, like Thor Annual 11, which is the first appearance of Atom the God Eater. Some old Flash comic books that she, like, how I told you, how mother kept throwing away her comic book, otherwise she
it's crazy. All those old action comics.
A couple Super issues from back then a whole pile of Legion of Superheroes, Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes comics that my uncle gave me, all of which are from like the 70s or earlier. You know, I would never sell those or give those particular comics away. Also the issue after that, Captain America No More. Do you remember that? That was
the 332 with that bleeding. I actually got mine graded and it didn't grade well, and I sold it. I'm going to upgrade and get a nice graded perfect, because it's almost like it's wall art for me. Like the comic itself, that cover just knocked my socks off. I love that cover.
John Byrne's Man of Steel.
Good comic.
Of course, Superman. My brain just died. On Marvel's side would be like the first appearance of the Black Costume, or my favorite issue of Spider-Man is the one where Peter is buried. It's like in the 170s, and amazing. He's trapped under a building, and Aunt May is going to die if he doesn't get out, and he lifts the whole building off. He lifts
the building up. Yeah.
I love.
So, do you have a Secret Wars 8, the first Black Costume, or are you talking about the 242, 252, 242?
I have all Secret Wars 1 and 2, but the issue that I really like, the issue that I remember the most is the cover. Is it 248? Was it 258 or 358? The first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man in the Black Costume.
So are you swinging?
Yeah.
That's a nice book.
The crossover Transformers miniseries number 3, a Spider-Man in the Black Costume met the Transformers.
Very cool.
Those are memorable.
I have to admit, I have to add to that list the Nightfall books, because as I was preparing for this Nightfall thing I've been doing, I actually pulled them all and set them aside in a book, in a separate box, because I have 2 boxes now that are like the don't touch, don't sell. Yeah. I'll let you kids figure it out. I pulled all the Nightfall ones out because I thought to myself, they were so powerful. And it wasn't just Nightfall. It was kind of like that whole 400 to 500 Batman, the appropriate detective, because I was reading every single issue. I have multiple copies of them. Every artist, every writer, it was my life for like 4 years, almost nonstop. I look back, I'm not even sure how I could have gotten through college if it hadn't been for that Batman era, because it was like, that was my escape. If I wasn't preparing for tests and studying all the time and going to classes and working multiple jobs, and it was like, but then I had Batman. You know what I mean? It was my thing.
That was the best era for Batman. You had Year One, which I think is my probably
correct 404 to 408, baby.
My favorite Batman story. Then 10 Nights of the Beast. I love that Batman story.
Yep.
Year two was good. Then you
Year
had
two
obviously
was
Nightfall.
okay. The art is better than
Well, I
the
mean,
story.
in comparison to a lot of other stuff,
Oh, sure.
It's something I will go. Good means I will go back and read at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was another Batman story in there.
Well, Death in the Family.
Yeah.
The Lonely Place to Die. The mini deaths of Batman. There's just so many little things. And then of course Legends of the Dark Knight comes out, and you have all these different. You have these great little standalone stories, and you get to meet different writers and artists that, for me, I wasn't even familiar with yet. Like I kind of knew pieces of things, but it was like when I got Grant Morrison's Legends of the Dark Knight, I was really hooked on Grant Morrison. I had already read some Doom Patrol, and I liked it. But when I read the Legends, I was like, okay, what else has he done? And I was down the rabbit hole to everything he had done. Yeah.
My favorite Batman story is an Elseworld. It's Gotham by Gaslight.
Yes, I still have that book.
I wish that one outside. I would, if I were a billionaire, that would be the movie I would fund.
It would be fun to try to find a way to do that one. And if I was allowed to have complete creative control, those the Halloween ones where he meets Dracula.
Oh yeah,
that'd be fun to do something like that. So anyway, Cannoli is here. How you doing, brother? Talk about great shows lately. He and Mrs. Sassy just putting up some great shows. If you need something just to listen to and turn on, some fun stuff for sure. Some great folks. And ZBR from across the pond. I think you were in here earlier, ZBR. I'm sorry I missed you. Didn't say your comment to say hi to you earlier, but you're of course a big supporter and a friend. I appreciate you, man. We got to have you up in here sometime. And Gap, oh man, Gap, how you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. How's the museum coming, man? I got to see the Gap toy collection and stuff. We got to have a special stream just for Gap in 2024. So AC is probably at school. Missing man, hope you're doing well. Congratulations again. So. And Nerdpolio. Listen, hey, Nerdpolio, make sure you send me your address and stuff, or if you want me to hang on to it and see, because I'm sure you're just confident that you're going to take home the big stuff up there on that shelf. So, let's see. I missed everybody. Got everybody caught up. So, yeah. Prey. Yeah, that red cover, Prey Legends, 11 through 15 with Hugo Strange. Fantastic stuff. Venom starts right after that with 16 through 20. Great run on Legends. And just some fun stuff.
And about Legends of the Dark Knight, that was an era when Batman, Superman, Spider-Man was so popular, they each had 5 or 6 ongoing series, and they all sold.
And they were good.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to Stone Loki about Superman. He was like, you don't understand, man. Death of Superman and Return of Superman. I was immersed into all of it, and that just led him out from there. Same thing for me with what it was for me with Batman, it was for him with the Death of Superman stuff. It worked for him, and it got him into other things because you had all these other characters coming and going, and it was good enough to keep you interested in moving. It was good stuff. So
yeah, out of the Crisis, Action Comics did Action Comics. The original Superman series became Adventures of Superman.
Yep.
John Byrne started a new Superman series. Number one. There was another Superman series I don't remember right now.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That came a little later, but yeah. And there was something else. There was plus there was always an ongoing Superman mini, like the World of Krypton, World of Smallville. Yeah. You know, Batman had Batman, Detective, Legends of the Dark Knight, Outsiders, and one other comic of his that was ongoing.
Well, when I was doing it hardcore, it was Batman, Detective, Legends of the Dark Knight, Shadows of the Bat. Those are the main 4.
Yeah, and he was always an outsider. Batman, the Outsiders.
He was always an Outsiders, and there's a lot of Suicide Squad overlap.
Yeah,
and then crossovers with. And actually, because once Dixon took on that whole Robin project, how good Robin would take off with the different miniseries, they got Catwoman going. I love the Catwoman miniseries. I think Joe Duffy did great work with the Catwoman series as well. Wiggins does some stuff in there. So it was just an era of just really fun comics. And now we look back and, like you said, for me, it's the Spawnverse stuff. It's Conan. I'm reading Transformers. In Marvel and DC. Even when I find something that's good, I'm always hesitant to get too careful with how I recommend something because it doesn't tend to have consistency. Like even The Incredible Hulk, which is probably the best Marvel title, is still not like Peter David good or anything like that. Well, it's okay. It's just I can't say that we're going to be talking about that story 10 years from now. You know what I mean?
No.
I can't. No one's writing anything like that.
Marvel also just did something that's kind of making me sick because it just happened in Doctor Who with David Tennant, where they call it nostalgia bait, where they bring nostalgia stuff back, try to get you back into it. Then they're doing the same thing with Peter Parker and Mary Jane's marriage with that like alternate universe thing that they're doing. I'm one of the guys who are like one more day, brand new day, no more. I just stopped Marvel after that.
Yeah, I've tried to give Spidey a chance, and every time I do, it just breaks my heart, and I'm out again. Like I tried to jump back in on this last run, and Zeb Wells he crushes my spirit. And then they're just liars and cheaters and schemers. And there was one of the books that's like literally has a $9.99 cover price, and I'm like, you guys are. I mean, there's so much crack going around of just. I mean, I can't imagine paying this kind of money for these books when there's no longevity. Just wait till they're back issues and buy them at shows for like $1. There's just no way. There's someone somewhere selling them super cheap. And I say that even meaning the good stuff we're talking about. Like James brought up Prey. I bet we could even go on eBay and find good quality versions of that, and you probably can get them for between $10 and $20 shipped to you. No problem.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the way. I'm not talking about a trade. I'm talking about the actual issues. It's just the world is just different now. It's wide open, and So, well, listen, brother. I've kind of jumped through some stuff with you. I appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit.
Yep. I will have some comic unboxings if they're here on time on Friday, so we'll see.
I will try to catch it before I head home. So I'll talk to you soon.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Till we talk soon. All right, folks. Did I win? Well, no, I don't think, JT. I think AC won. So I got to ship some stuff to Japan. So I got to make a Japan box and get going. But feel free to come in on any live stream. We'll do a random giveaway at one shape or another. But get those comments on those comic book videos for that drawing. We'll do that. I will probably put that video together next week of who won on these videos from this week. I'm trying to actually do a couple more comic book reviews this week, even though it won't be on a Wednesday. Figured there's just so many things I've been reading and doing. It's like I'll do it and I don't get to the video right away, and then in the meantime I read 2 or 3 other things. So I feel like it's almost like old news, and I tend to not keep as much interest. I know that's not the best way to do it, but anyway. But yeah, the live streams will go away, some wax packs, some smaller level type things. On the Christmas streams, I think I have a Christmas stream coming up. I'm going to be recording, and on that, I have a giveaway that I'm going to be doing there as well. Some stuff for the members, things like that. All December, trying to give away some cool stuff, have some fun stuff. So make sure you're connected. If you're not already a member, feel free to consider that. You do get early access to almost, I don't say every video, but you get early access to most videos. So like, if I'm working on videos today and I have, let's say I get 3 or 4 done for the next few days, I go ahead when I have them pretty much, they may not even be totally finalized yet. I try to make them available for the members, which is really cool because it allows me to interact with them ahead of time. Like, it gives me a great feedback loop on what everybody's thoughts are and things like that. So, and I can tell when sometimes it's not something that somebody's into because they won't get anything, stuff like that. So, but I know there's a lot of folks that are hopping in and getting ready to do things at 8 o'clock. I don't want to be stepping on their toes. Stone Lookie's doing, comic book roundtable. There's other folks doing like tons of videos, things like that are going on. Make sure you're connecting. Obviously, Zach's is later on tonight. I try to stay awake, Zach's. I love you, brother. I try, but I got early morning stuff going on. So JT's a late guy too. He's got a late stuff coming up. So, but appreciate that, man. Appreciate the Nightfall love. It is just a seminal story that just really shaped my life. I really enjoyed rereading that, and I'll be sharing some more videos with that over the next few weeks. And Nas, yes, working on your stuff, man. Working on your stuff. Anyway, folks, listen. Thank you for everything. I'm having a blast doing this with you guys. Trying to do giveaways, stuff like that is just another way to just connect and enjoy time together with you guys. So hopefully you'll enjoy doing that with me. Love hearing the feedback from you guys. Thank you so much for doing everything. Take care. Be blessed. Talk hard. And I will see you guys soon.